ball are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown Bears! David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33, and he goes out right around the 39. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bears first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray now on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play fake. Murray. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hicks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, it's Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Big hole up the middle. Breaks through the contact. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down at 4. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
2
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
After to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Murray now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow? And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's feed. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zaven Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off play action, Fields. Flushed out right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields.
Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12,
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On first down, it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Second and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on second and 7.
Montgomery back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Tell you what, Barney, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 38, Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at him and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Murray trying again after the pick six. He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Murray off play action. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Hicks. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, Montgomery. Always got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now it's Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
A huge play there for Arizona. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.